Right, everybody. I want to talk about stories and curses, It's going around on the internet. And what I figured out in my story, right, as I talked about the rainbow serpent and need to connect it to something spiritual here in Australia and to help fix Australia, as I'm an Australian now. Well, I thought I was. I'm not now because of the last 3 years or so that I've gone through here has made me not feel Australian at all. So when it comes to the rainbow serpent, I wanted to connect in that area, right? But you know how the story goes. The story goes that rainbow serpent come, he danced, he done his things, which I advertised, right? As I was connecting with the rainbow serpent story, right? That's how I started, right? To connect in that area and the birds and all that kind of stuff and spiritual. And that's what I started doing before the same thing. If you think about it, that's why I'm talking about the story. Before I started getting attacked by the Aboriginals, right? Just like the rainbow serpent story. Now, you can say I'm dreaming, wishing. That's what we do. That's how we start something. So I started a story. I wanted to do a story. And I got lucky, as you can say. I found a snake and certain things like that. So I can continue my rainbow serpent story and my connection to rainbow serpent reconnection as a white man here on Australia, where rainbow serpent wanted to protect, because you've listened to what rainbow serpent is. But what did the Aboriginals end up doing? They cut it out. They got jealous of the dancing, jealous of the rainbow serpent. They told the rainbow serpent pretty much, I don't want you on my land because I'm jealous. And they cut it open, and then they had to make more work for themselves until today, right? And now they're running around telling people, other people off instead of their own selves, right? Because they're the ones that done the curse, you get it? So the white man can't curse as bad as them because they're the ones that started it, right, when it comes to their Aboriginal story. And so I thought I'd help connect into it to help fix the rainbow serpent and its spirit, right? That is something here for them. And I'm not jealous, and I don't want to destroy them. And in fact, I'd want to work with them, right? And help them out. And that's what I started doing a couple of years back. But instead, as soon as I started this story, I got a rainbow serpent outcome. Again, the same repeat of that story of the Aboriginals, where they were interested. So when I first put out some stuff, it was good for the first couple of days. Then after that, it was an attack. Huh? Straight out attack. In fact, these same type of people are saying they would want me dead. Isn't that right, Emma? Yeah. They come out, they're violent, just like the rainbow serpent story. So when it comes to the rainbow serpent, in my story, in my opinion, how I started and what I've got in the last few years of the rainbow story and the outcome to now, is that they haven't changed. In my imagination, my connection, what I started doing, that's what I've got in the end. That's what I'll speak to the Aboriginal. I'm actually happy to debate with the Aboriginals that, because I've got a story and it's a recorded story to go with it, with a lot of things I've got to say, including when I found the rainbow serpent, the snake, right, to represent the rainbow serpent book that I wanted to make up to connect spiritually. It wasn't got to do with evil or control. It was got to do with connection. Right? That's why I wore bones for a little while, to help me feel connection, right, to the rainbow serpent. That's what I was thinking. And I wore colours, and I did the book in colours, right, and did that. And now I've got my story, and it's sad. I feel sad with rainbow serpent about this, about how they twist everything and nothing really truly happens, and that the ego is still very deeply ripe within them, and the hatred, which is sad. But have a good one, everybody, and see you later.